Welcome to today's episode, where we peel back the layers of the headlines to uncover the real stories that shape our world. Ever caught yourself puzzled by the rapid pace of the news? Or wondered how to articulate your thoughts on these complex issues? Well, you found the right place. I'm Sophia, and along with Sebastiane, we're diving deep into the world of news, offering you the tools to discuss these events confidently and share your opinions effectively.
That's right, Sophia. Here, we're not just skimming the surface. We're getting to the heart of the matter, whether it's the latest political upheaval, breakthroughs in technology, or shifts in cultural landscapes. Understanding the essence of these stories is the first step to having meaningful conversations. So, strap in as we prepare to boost your analytical skills and elevate your discussion prowess. Remember, today's dialogue could become tomorrow's history. Let's get started.
And it's not just about forming opinions. It's about expressing them in ways that are thoughtful and engaging. During today's episode, we'll explore how to sift through the noise to find the news that matters most to you. We'll also tackle how to frame your perspectives with clarity and insight. Plus, don't miss out as we later dive into a mini grammar lesson and introduce 5 powerful vocabulary words designed to refine your language and enhance your debates.
Navigating the news landscape can often feel like trying to drink from a fire hose. Overwhelming, to say the least. From breaking news alerts to in-depth analyses, the variety of content available can clutter anyone's understanding. But here's a pro tip. Start by choosing reputable sources. This foundation ensures that the information you're processing is credible and worth your time.
Absolutely, Sebastiane. And once you have trustworthy sources, it's about critical engagement with the content. Ask yourself, who benefits from this news? What's missing from the narrative? These questions not only deepen your understanding, but also prepare you to discuss these topics from an informed viewpoint. It's about connecting the dots to see the bigger picture.
And that's where we start to see the power of well-informed opinions. When you understand the why behind the what, you begin to see how news events are not just random occurrences, but links in the chain of societal evolution. This depth of understanding allows you to craft opinions that are not only informed, but also influential.
Exactly. And speaking of crafting opinions, let's delve into some current hot topics. For instance, consider the ongoing debates about environmental policies. Understanding the factual bases, like scientific reports and economic impacts, can empower you to contribute meaningfully to discussions on climate action and sustainability.
Now, turning our opinions into compelling arguments is an art form in itself. The key here is structure and support. Begin by clearly stating your opinion. Follow it up with robust reasoning, and don't shy away from citing your sources. This approach not only strengthens your credibility, but also enriches the dialogue.
And while you're sharing your thoughts, it's crucial to remain open to other perspectives. This doesn't weaken your position. Rather, it demonstrates your confidence in engaging with diverse viewpoints. For example, when discussing policy impacts, acknowledging counter-arguments shows depth and encourages a more balanced discussion.
Absolutely, Sophia. And remember, effective communication isn't about dominance, but about exchange and growth. Use language that invites discourse. Phrases like, "from my perspective," or "I understand where you're coming from," can foster an environment where ideas flourish and mutual respect is maintained.
Such inclusivity not only broadens our own horizons, but also makes our conversations more engaging for everyone involved. This is how we build not just arguments, but also bridges. And speaking of building, let's construct some solid sentences in our next segment with a focus on grammar that supports strong opinions. In any discussion, particularly about volatile current events, the clarity of your argument can make or break your influence. Today, we're focusing on enhancing your sentences through the strategic use of complex grammatical structures.
One powerful tool is the conditional structure, which is perfect for discussing potential outcomes and hypothetical situations. Using the third conditional, for example, allows you to explore past decisions and their possible impacts, adding depth to your analysis. For instance, if the government had acted sooner, the crisis might have been mitigated.
Additionally, mastering the art of subordination through clauses like although, even though, and whereas can help you acknowledge differing views while presenting your own stance as more persuasive. For example, although some argue that economic growth is paramount, I believe that environmental conservation should take precedence.
These grammatical tools not only enrich your language but also sharpen your arguments, making your contributions more thoughtful and compelling. Now, let's expand your vocabulary with 5 terms that are essential for any pundit's lexicon.
Our first word today is partisan. Often used in political contexts, it describes an individual or group that is strongly supportive of a party, cause, or person. Using this word can add specificity to your discussions about political alignments.
Efficacy is another important term. It refers to the ability to produce a desired or intended result. This word is particularly useful when evaluating the effectiveness of policies or solutions in news topics.
Dichotomy. This word describes a division or contrast between two things that are represented as being entirely different. It's useful for discussing issues with two distinct sides or viewpoints, highlighting the complexity of many current debates.
Nuance. This is crucial for discussing news as it refers to a subtle difference in or shade of meaning, expression, or sound. Understanding and pointing out nuances can make your arguments more sophisticated and detailed.
And finally, rhetoric. This term is often used to describe the art of effective or persuasive speaking or writing, especially the use of figures of speech and other compositional techniques. It's key when analyzing how politicians and media frame their messages.
As we wrap up today's episode, we encourage you not just to stay updated, but to dive deeper into the issues that affect our world. Remember, the more informed you are, the more impactful your discussions can be.
We hope you found today's discussion enlightening and empowering. Keep tuning in to refine your skills and stay engaged with current events. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts with us in the comments. Your perspective enriches our collective understanding. Before we sign off, remember that your engagement doesn't have to end when the podcast does. Let's keep the conversation alive. Follow us on social media, where we continue discussing these topics, and you can participate with questions and comments of your own.
And speaking of staying engaged, make sure to join our upcoming webinars where we dive even deeper into these discussions. It's a great place to connect with experts and like-minded individuals who are just as passionate about understanding the world as you are.
Yes, and if you're looking for more resources to help you stay informed and articulate, check out our newsletter. Each week we provide summaries of the top news stories, along with a glossary of terms and phrases that are trending in the media.
We also feature a Listener of the Week segment where we share insights and opinions from you, our audience. So if you want to be featured, send us your thoughts on current events, and you might just hear them on the next episode.
And don't miss our special Q&A sessions where we answer your most pressing questions. It's a fantastic way to clear up any doubts and gain a better understanding of the intricate details of news stories.
Thank you once again for tuning in. Your enthusiasm and eagerness to learn make all our efforts worthwhile. Remember, every question you ask and every opinion you form adds to the global conversation on these important issues.
Until next time, keep analyzing, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep learning. This is Sophia
and Sebastiane signing off. Stay informed, stay engaged, and continue to make a difference. Bye for now.